An old man sits in the rubble of what used to be his house. This was my house, he says, and now I sleep here in the street. Traumatized residents wander through this border town's bombed-out market. A week after the attack, some are clearly still in shock. We're crying because of the planes, says this weeping man. I was at home when the fire exploded and then came the smoke. The motorcycles were on fire. This amateur video shows the immediate horrific aftermath of the airstrikes on January 13th. The organization Doctors Without Borders says the bombs killed at least 20 people here and wounded dozens more. It's not the first time the town of Azaz has been hit since rebels drove government forces out last summer.
The Syrian military appears to be punishing Azaz for its experiment in self-rule. This was the town's main hospital. It was hit, locals say, by warplanes on December 31st, one of several civilian targets to be pounded by airstrikes in just the last couple of weeks.
The bombs damaged the only department in the hospital that was still functioning, the dialysis center, where blankets are still stained with the blood a police officer said came from a female patient wounded by the blast. Haji Ahmed Derbala is a member of a new city council that's been given the unenviable task of trying to run Azaz after the government was evicted. We rebuild, and then right afterwards the planes come and bomb us, he says. We haven't even had enough time to dig proper graves for the dead. Most of the town's population has fled to places like the nearby Bab al-Salama refugee camp, where residents recently got wood stoves to heat their freezing tents. This positive development brought some unintended consequences. The tents are not fire resistant. In fact, they're highly flammable. By mid-morning, 3-year-old Omar is the second child of the day to be treated for serious burns at the camp's first aid clinic. In this corner of rebel-controlled Syria, it feels like people are hanging on by their fingernails. Ivan Watson, CNN, Azaz, Syria.